Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Astros beat the St. Louis Cardinals in a game that, although the Astros struggled a lot pitching-wise in this game, the Astros were able to come back in this one and played a great game. They were able to come back even after Christian Javier's struggles, which honestly, in my opinion, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, and I hate to say it, but before I say this, Christian Javier is one of my favorite players on the Astros, but the Astros would have never been put in the situation they were in tonight if it wasn't for Christian Javier. And this was the same position they were put in Javier's last start against the Mets, last Wednesday, and they had to come back against the Mets last week. They have to do the same thing tonight. Javier's had his two worst starts of his major league career in the last two starts. He gave up 6 earned runs tonight in 4 innings with 8 hits, given up, only had 1 strikeout, and it was just a really bad struggle for Christian tonight. You don't see him struggle that bad, and for it to happen back-to-back starts was very, very worrying. But I mean, all the runs that were scored, before, there was only 1 run that the Cardinals scored in this game after Christian Javier exited today. So definitely was a great win and a great comeback for the Astros in this one. But it was rough to see how bad Christian Javier struggled today. And it shows you, the first inning, the Astros were on fire in the first inning. Got off to a great start, scored 3 runs in the first inning. But, look what happens in the first inning for the Cardinals. They score 4 runs in the first inning because Javier was struggling so bad today. So all I got to say is I hope that Javier in his next start, I don't know when that will be. It'll probably be sometime next week, probably. He started, from Wednesday to Wednesday. So I'd probably say his next start's probably going to be on next Tuesday or next Wednesday, something like that. So hopefully next Tuesday or next Wednesday, whenever his next start is, Javi's able to bounce back after these 2 last struggling performances. But getting into the game, the Astros won 10-7 in this ball game. They were down multiple times in this ball game. They were down 4-3, and they were down 3-6. Then Maldonado crushed one for 2 RBIs, a 2 RBI double to make it 5-6. So they started to, get it close. But then the Cardinals hit another home run, and it was 5-7. But then double home runs for the Jose's in the 8th inning. It scores a 5-run 8th inning for the Astros off of 2 home runs by both Jose's, and the Astros are able to get the win 10-7. Let's go over the stats for this game. 10-7 is the final score. 11 hits for both squads. 0 errors in the ball game. Win goes to Seth Martinez. He's 2-3 on the season now. He pitches I think he pitched the 8th inning. I'm not too sure. No, he pitched the 7th inning for the Astros. And 0 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 0 walks. Great outing for Seth Martinez today. Loss goes to Gallegos. He's 1-4 on the season. He didn't even get the full inning done, but when he was pitching, it was in the 7th inning, and only got 2 outs in the 7th inning. They only got 2 outs in the 8th inning. That's where the Astros hit both home runs on him, and 0 strikeouts, 1 walk, gave up 2 home runs. So not a good outing for him today. Save goes to Ryan Presley, his 15th save of the year. Another great outing for Ryan Presley. His last couple outings, he's been on fire. He's getting back to Ryan Presley form. We saw a couple outings, maybe throughout a stretch of from mid-May to maybe beginning of June. Presley was going through it. He was going through a slump, but recently Presley's been back on his game, and he's been on fire. He had 2 strikeouts in the 9th inning and 15 pitches, 0 hits, 0 walks, 0 earned runs. Presley gets the save for the Astros. Astros score 3 runs in the first inning, as we're going to go over the scoring summary. Astros get it started. Altuve first pitch, double. Bregman gets a walk. Then Kyle Tucker hits a double down the right line. Altuve scores, Bregman to third, runners on third and second. Then Jose Abreu would end up getting his 900th RBI on the next batter, as Abreu would hit a sacrifice fly to right. Bregman scored, Tucker to third. It's 2-0. Then with Tucker on third with one out, Jeremy Pena would hit an RBI single. Tucker would score. It's 3-0. But it wouldn't take long for the Cardinals, as Javier would struggle, and then Nolan Arenado, who did get injured in this ballgame with back tightness, and would leave I think he left in the 6th or 5th inning, something like that. Hit a home run to left, 374 feet. Donovan and Nootbaar scored, and it's 3-3. In the first inning, as well, to give them the lead after a first inning struggle pitching-wise for the Cardinals, Burleson doubled to right, Gorman scored, and it is 3-4. Then in the second inning, they'd keep bearing the lead, and Paul Goldschmidt would hit a home run to left center, 443 feet. It's 3-5. Then in the fourth inning, Goldschmidt would get his second RBI of the day, as he'd hit an RBI single. Burleson would score, and it's 3-6. But Martin Maldonado, who has been hitting pretty good in this series, hit a home run in last night's matchup, and then in today's ball game, Maldonado crushed one, which almost kind of had a chance to get out, didn't get out though. Maldonado crushed one, double to center. Myers scored and Madrid scored, and it's 5-6. Then in the sixth inning, Donovan would hit a home run. Brendan Donovan would hit a home run to right center, 416 feet, and it'd be 5-7. But then in the eighth inning, the Astros would get some runners on. Bly Madrid would end up in the eighth inning hitting a single. He had a really solid night for the Astros. Jake Myers would get a walk in the eighth inning. He had 3 walks for the Astros. And then to give the Astros the lead, Jose Altuve would hit a home run to left and 388 feet. Madrid and Myers score, and it's 8-7. And then the Astros keep it going. Kyle Tucker hits a ground rule double, and then Bregman, I don't know what happened with Bregman, but I think he struck out or something. But Tucker hit a ground rule double, and then Jose Abreu, who's been hitting the ball the hardest for the Astros over the last week or so, or probably in the last 20 days. Jose Abreu hits a home run to center, 416 feet. Tucker scored, and it's 10-7. And Jose Abreu continues his hot streak because he's been on fire for the Astros. And Abreu would make it 10-7. That'd be the final score of the ball game. Score of the batters for the Astros in this game: Altuve would go 2 for 3. He ended up having 6 at-bats, had 2 walks. Altuve was fantastic for the Astros today. A first-inning double, a second-inning walk, a sixth-inning walk, a eighth-inning home run, eighth-inning 3-run home run to give the Astros the lead in the eighth inning, and then a ninth-inning walk as well. So 3 walks for Altuve, a home run, and a double for Altuve. Alex Bregman would have 2 walks in this ballgame, but besides Alex having 2 walks in the first and sixth inning and scoring a run in the game, Bregman would be 0 for 4. Tucker was great for the Astros today. He hit 2 doubles and a single, a first-inning double to get an RBI, a ground rule double in the eighth inning, also scored a run in the eighth inning, and Tucker would hit a single in the third inning. Jose Abreu was 2 for 4 for the Astros with a sacrifice fly. First-inning sacrifice fly for his 900th RBI, a third-inning single to get Tucker to second, a seventh-inning groundout where he hit that. The only reason I'm talking about this groundout is I read that he hit this groundout 110 miles per hour. I mean, he kills ground balls. I mean, it's unbelievable. And then Jose Abreu hit a home run in the eighth inning to give the Astros a 10-7 lead. So Abreu went 2 for 4 with a sacrifice fly that gave him his 900th RBI. So then he added on 2 more to get his 901st and 902nd RBI of his career. Yainer Diaz has been one of the hottest Astros recently. Has had 3 straight bad games, and I think he's 1 for 10 in his last 3 games. So he's been struggling. Or is it it's 2 for 15 in his last 3 games, 2 for 14, something like that. So He's been struggling in his last couple outings, and before that he's been one of the hottest players hitting wise for the Astros. And he was off his game today, going 0 for 5. Jeremy Pena had an RBI single for the Astros in the first inning, but besides that, Pena went 0 for 4 in this game. Pena hit the RBI single to get his 30th RBI of the season, but that would be it for Jeremy in this game. How about Bly Madris? This guy was on fire for the Astros in this ball game. He had a double in the 6th inning, crushed it to center. Maybe could have hit his first home run with the Astros. If it would have gone a little bit, just a tiny bit deeper, it would have been his first home run for the Astros. And then he hit his 8th inning single. So not a bad outing for Bly Madris in his third start with the Astros. Hit a single and a double. Chas McCormick would pinch hit for him in the 9th inning. And Chas McCormick in his bat, literally the first pitch he would see, he was hit by pitch. I know that was pretty bad that happened, but it did start a rally for the Astros in the 9th inning. Didn't score any runs, but they did get the bases loaded as Bregman grounded out with the bases loaded with 2 outs. Jake Myers was 0 for 2 in this game, but did walk 3 times, didn't score 2 runs. Had walks in the 6th, 8th, and 9th inning. That'd be it for Jake in this ball game. And Maldonado would be 1 for 4. He sacrificed a pitcher in the 8th inning to get Myers and Madris to third and second in the 8th inning, and then he doubled to knock in 2 RBIs in the 6th inning. So not a bad outing by Maldonado, going 1 for 4, with 2 RBIs. Besides Christian Javier, Seth Martinez, and Ryan Presley, as I talked about those guys, there's 2 other pitchers for the Astros in this ballgame. Sean Dubin making his second outing, and his second outing was really good for the Astros. Went 2 innings in the 5th and 6th inning. Only gave up 2 hits and 1 earned run, and in those 2 innings had 4 strikeouts. Sean Dubin was great for the Astros in this ball game today, and was able to maintain the Astros. Was able to maintain the Cardinals' lead for not getting worse, and was able to have a really solid outing. Then Seth Martinez would be able to come in for him and get the win. And then Brian Abreu pitched the 8th inning for the Astros. He would have 2 strikeouts and give up 0 hits and 0 walks. Great outing by Abreu as well. Great win for the Astros to win this ball game. Hopefully the Astros do not see the 10-run curse tomorrow. Hopefully not, because if they don't, that means most likely the Astros probably wouldn't win this series. But last time the Astros had the 10-run curse, I don't think they ended up winning, or ended up winning the next ball game, or being scoring a lot of runs. I'm pretty sure they scored I don't remember the last time they scored 10 runs, but the last time they scored 10 runs, they were able to score way more than 3 runs. I think they ended up scoring like 4 or 5 runs in the next ball game. So the last time the Astros scored 10 runs, the Astros were able to avoid the 10-run curse. But if the Astros are able to avoid the 10-run curse tomorrow, the Astros would be able to pull off the series win against the St. Louis Cardinals and get back on track and get ready for an important series against the Texas Rangers, a 4-game series against the team. You are, I think, 5 or 5.5 games back for first place. A 4-game series, that would be a huge series for the Astros. A chance to climb up and get close to the Rangers for the weekend series. You guys have your thoughts, and that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Peace out. Go Astros.